Yo guys, what is going on? JPS back for another video, and today we're going to be reacting to how to drive on roundabouts, some UK driving tips, which is going to be very new for me because roundabouts are super popular in the United Kingdom. We have them here, but they work much differently, I believe, and they're definitely not as common. So I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot in this video. Make sure you guys smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and comment some videos you want me to check out down below. Hopefully you all enjoyed the rugby reaction yesterday, and I plan on reacting to the rugby rules pretty soon because I have no idea how that game works. Anyways, if you are interested, make sure you join that Patreon. Link in the description. Right now I'm watching The Office, obviously the UK version, and Peep Show, and I've watched the In-Betweeners on there, the In-Betweeners movies, and a few other things. So if you get access to all that stuff if you want to join, I really would appreciate that. But let's get right into this.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to be looking at roundabouts, something that many people are nervous about when driving, and something that could be made a lot easier with a few simple tips. Whether you're going for your driving test or just looking for some help, I'll hopefully be making your life a little bit easier with this video. Taking a roundabout is all about observation, avoiding rear-ending anyone waiting at the roundabout, checking the road markings before a roundabout and any lane markings whilst on it. And also that you're not going to be joining the roundabout and getting people to have to change their course or slow down for you. The very basics of a roundabout work like this, using a two-lane one as an example. Unless the road markings say otherwise, the left lane will be for going left or straight on, whilst the right lane will be for turning right or going the rest of the way around the roundabout as much as you need to go. On single lane roundabouts, this is obviously a little bit easier as you don't have to pick a specific lane and you won't have anyone next to you. And multiple lane roundabouts just work up from the same point and will normally have good markings to help you out here. Though if you are very unsure, you can always pick the right hand lane and go all the way around. So one of my first tips is going to be, if there is anyone in front of you before joining a roundabout, never expect them to take a gap on a roundabout even if you see it before them. A lot of rear-end accidents happen this way by being impatient and expecting others to move off when you think they should.
I see.
Give the people in front of you a little bit more time than you expect, and even if they start moving, they can occasionally stop, and this is where a lot of people get caught out, where they look onto the roundabout and the person in front of them stops again. So, keep an eye out for this, and remember that someone could stop at any time in front of you.
There's got to be a lot of roundabout accidents, huh? I mean, there's just so much margin for error.
For this, and remember that someone could stop at any time in front of you. If you can, it's a great idea to get the gear you need chosen before you join a roundabout. For example, if you don't have to slow down too much for a roundabout, third gear may be useful, but occasionally a roundabout may require you to slow down a fair bit, so second gear or even first may be needed if you're coming to a near full stop. Getting the gear chosen before you join a roundabout will make sure that you're not faffing around changing gear and potentially getting in people's way and making it dangerous for yourself and others.
Something interesting about this. I see manuals are super popular in the UK. Not nearly as much here. I mean, we have a lot. There's manuals there, but I'd say automatic, especially in new vehicles, automatic almost everyone. Americans are lazy.
This will just add to the flow of your driving and make everything a lot smoother too. Pre-preparing to join roundabouts is what makes them so much easier. A quick tip with mini roundabouts is avoid driving directly over them if you can, but you are allowed to cut them a little bit if your path is slightly blocked by, say, parked cars or things obstructing you. So try and avoid it, but don't worry if you have to. Another tip is on multi-lane roundabouts, try and stick in your lane once you have chosen it. Follow the markings round and don't try and straighten out the roundabout or apex it, as you could have a big chance of ending up in someone's door. Try not to drift over from the left to the right lanes or the right to the left lanes unless the markings tell you to. Please make sure that you're checking your mirrors and shoulder checking if you need to as well, as this could just help you save a few bumpers and save a few accidents when you just want to get home. If you're worrying about how to know when to join a roundabout and whether a car will be coming down the road you're coming from or driving around the roundabout in front of you, note the front wheels and angle of the cars that are on the roundabout. People who are still turning and will be driving around in front of you will have the wheels of their car turned in towards the roundabout, whilst those looking to leave the roundabout down the road you're coming from will have the wheels straight and angled towards that road very slightly. You can notice this a little more each time you drive, so it will take practice, and don't worry if it's tricky at first.
I see.
Please remember that if anyone stopped in front of you, keep an eye on them first as priority, because if they go, you go, and then they stop and you don't realise because you're looking into the roundabout, you could end up in the back of them. Knowing when to join a roundabout can be tricky, and it's definitely better to err on the side of safety. Some people often can signal wrongly to say when they're leaving a roundabout
all the
they're
time
not, and be in danger to you when you're joining. Indicators can help you to know when people are leaving a roundabout, but you must match it up to the position of their car and the wheels too. If a car is indicating to leave a roundabout but pointing to still drive round it, just wait a little longer to see what they might do. It's better to wait half a second than pull out in front of them and cause them to get on the brakes, or even worse, crash into you. Where the wheels are pointing and how fast they are travelling will help you know where they're aiming to go. When you get better at using roundabouts, you'll have to completely stop less and less every time. You can make roundabouts easier by looking at them from a distance back and judging to see if there are any gaps before you get to them. You can then adjust your speed accordingly, normally slowing down a little or maintaining your speed so you can slip into the junction without disturbing the flow of traffic. This is what makes roundabouts actually a little bit easier, and in my eyes better than normal junctions once you get used to them. Keeping your eyes up and in front of you and away from the direct ground in front of your bonnet is actually what makes you a better driver in general, and getting used to this will let you see accidents happening in the distance, see when the traffic comes to a full stop, and just be a safer and more visually aware driver. Alright, thank you so much for watching the video today. Remember that everything said in my videos is my opinion, and you need to consult with your local laws
I don't agree with your opinion.
and professionals before driving too. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see from future videos.
Alright, so that was how to drive on roundabouts. Couple comments I have. I always find it interesting to see the amount of subcompact vehicles that are on roads in the United Kingdom. If you go anywhere in the United States, especially outside of a city, I'd say at least 25% of the vehicles you'll see are a truck. And I hardly ever see trucks when I'm watching videos of people driving in the United Kingdom. I don't know if it's because they're usually in the cities and trucks aren't in the cities usually, or whatever the case may be. Let me know if this is true, but do you think I think Americans definitely drive more trucks than in the UK. And also just larger vehicles in general, which I don't really understand why that is. Like, subcompact cars, that market just thrives in the UK. Like the Ford Fiesta, Ford Focus, I saw about like 4 of those just in that video, and those are not the most popular cars in the United States. Like for us, it would probably be like a Honda Accord, which is like a mid-size sedan. So yeah, I don't really know why that is. I guess everything's bigger in the United States. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed that video. I definitely learned how to drive on roundabouts. So whenever I visit the UK, if I rent a car, I will be able to drive. The only weird part will be going left on the roundabout rather than right, since it's opposite sides. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video.